here are the top 5 things you should not focus on if you want to improve your Amazon rankings. Hey guys, it's Chris Turton from E-commerce Intelligence, one of the UK's largest Amazon agencies. We work with some of the biggest brands in the UK. We launched over 800 products last year. We sold 1.4 million units on Amazon. We've got over 400 Amazon's Choice badges. And I'm going to teach you all about the things that we found through building our ASINs that just don't work, and they won't help you focus on getting those rankings, building your Amazon SEO, and really growing your brand on Amazon. And the first thing that shocks a lot of people is all about review volume. Review volume does not matter to get rankings. Yes, it helps with conversion rates, but what we found is after you get about 25 to 30 reviews, your results will start to diminish. Customers like review scores. They want some value in the trust, but there is very little difference between 50 reviews or 5,000 reviews when it comes to Amazon SEO and Amazon rankings. Your focus should be on making sure that those product reviews have a good review score, you've got a quality product, and that you're maintaining a good volume of reviews. Remember that review volume will come in automatically. Don't buy reviews, don't do any of that stuff. It's against Amazon policies, it will sting you. Just keep away from it. Reviews will come in organically, but your goal should be all about building a quality product and having customer centricity within your product range. The next one is all about day-to-day sales. Success takes time. Don't make decisions based on a day-to-day basis. This is one of the biggest problems we find with some new clients of ours or some clients that aren't used to working with an agency that builds real volume. People will make day-to-day decisions. They'll look at their order volumes during the day and make concerns. They'll make knee-jerk reactions. They'll panic. They'll start making adjustments. You can't measure this. And remember, Amazon's data is not live. It's 48 to 72 hours delayed. So there will be some discrepancy between the data you're looking at, even by midnight on the end of that day, versus what's happening at the end of that month. So you want to make sure that you're using data sets like 30 days to make decisions and be data led by those decisions. Don't just make assumptions based on what you're doing. It's a huge problem that we see. When you start making those knee-jerk reactions, you can never test or analyze anything long term. So that becomes a huge issue. You want to look at a 30-day period and you want to make hypotheses based on data. Remember, use business reports, use brand analytics to look at your conversion rates or unit session percentages, your impressions and your click-throughs, to really make tests and then analyze things. One of the other things to consider, and you shouldn't focus on this at all, is being cheap and cutting your margin. People are so intrinsically wound up in repricing tools and being the cheapest. There is no point in getting a sale for the point of getting a sale. Just doing that, getting sales to kind of manipulate the system to build a few sales will not help you long term. You want to be margin focused. About 80% of the businesses that come to us, when they haven't got their margins right, Amazon changes its fee structures every few months. It's not just FBA fees. There is all these little intrinsic costs, and you need to be able to test that out to just be able to make sure that you've got a good margin and you're pricing sensibly. Don't just be the cheapest for the sake of being cheapest, because you might get a load of sales, great, but will that help your long-term impact? We've never been able to prove that it does. So make sure that your product costs are healthy and that your margins are efficient. Another really, really big thing you should never focus on is usually the number one product for the organic search on Amazon. And the reason being is we did analysis of the top 500 keywords in the UK, and in 92% of the cases, the product that was number one for that organic search after the sponsored products was not the one that was leading the highest amount of brand share. In other words, that was not the brand that was making the most money. So make sure you've got your ladder propped against the right wall. Look at products that are getting the highest brand share. You can get Helium 10's X-Ray. You can look at brand share on every page. If you put the little plugin from Google Chrome into your browser, look at the brand share, monitor the products that are really making a good return. Don't just assume that the product that's number one for that keyword is the number one product. It's not always the case, and sometimes it can be a bit misleading. Another one is bestsellers rank. Never correlate your position to bestsellers rank. Bestsellers rank is crazy in terms of the way that it moves, and it doesn't correlate to how keywords are presented. That bestsellers rank goes off a bestsellers categorization in products that changes all the time. Do not use that as a metric to benchmark your performance on, because you might find that in your search keywords, nothing changes. People often make this mistake of using your bestsellers rank to make decisions into where they position themselves. look at organic ranking, and ultimately be led by sales. Be led by sales, be led by your return on investment to see how the performance of your product is working. So I hope, you guys, that gives you a great top 5 into things you shouldn't use to improve your Amazon rankings. Everything is on customer centricity, long-term data, and being able to plan out effectively. I hope that was really helpful for you. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Follow me. I post Amazon content every week on this channel, and I'll speak to you soon.